Yeah, I'm here. Apologies about that. I was trying to silence a notification. So I just wanted to hop on live. I received a number of messages about a story that I shared yesterday when I was out for a walk with the dog. And this was around our purpose, our identity, the roles that we play in life, and how that's not who we truly are. And I've spoken to a number of people in my messages about this. And what I would say is, and I just want to share my story as an example, because I often find it easier just to speak through my own personal experience. But this is something I have navigated so many times, and this is what I've been saying to the people in the messages, that our identity as human beings, we get really consumed by our identity. So for me, I really wanted to be so in my younger years, I wanted to be successful in sales and do all the things and do all that. And then I wanted to be a mother, and my journey to motherhood was really quite challenging. And I experienced infertility, and eventually we magically fell pregnant, and I have 2 incredible stepchildren as well. But I still wanted to be a mother again, right? And we started the IVF process. Good morning, Kimmy. We started the IVF process, and then due to my mental health and various other reasons, pulled out of that process. Now, at that point, that was where my identity was so wrapped up in becoming this mother again, that when I couldn't do it, I felt like I was failing, right? And I want this conversation today to be around our purpose and who we truly are, on a deeper level than identity. I mean, so let me carry on up to current day, and then hopefully this will make sense. So that was when I really had a really quite bad breakdown at that point, and struggled with my identity totally. Now, after that, and then more up to recent years, we actually went through the adoption process. Again, that calling to be a mother, or, that identity of being a mother was still really, really strong for me. And again, when we made the decision to stop the adoption process, at the time I'd found a lump in my breast, I'd been to the hospital, and we just decided, I'm in my 40s, my husband actually just turned 60 this year. So we were like, you know what, let's just really focus on really living our lives now as we are. And again, I struggled with the grief and loss of, who that was. Now, many people will experience this if they get made redundant, or, if you have your identity, your sense of self and wrapped up in your identity. This is what I was saying in the story. It's so fragile that when something happens, that gets lost, and it can hit us like a ton of bricks. So fast forward a bit in my story, my physical health took a battering, my mental health took a battering. I started navigating perimenopause. Everything I felt like was falling apart. Some family members had mental health stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a nightmare. And I was supposed to be this, anxiety expert and support people with anxiety and depression. And suddenly I was experiencing anxiety and depression again for myself. And I was like, holy shit, I'm supposed to be the expert and I can't resolve this situation. So I felt like I was failing because, again, my identity had become so wrapped up as, this person that was coaching internationally. I had this international meditation site, I'd written a best-selling book about anxiety. And suddenly I was experiencing it myself, and I felt like a failure because my self-worth, again, had become wrapped up in supporting others. Again, I guess it's that mothering role, right? But that isn't who I truly am, right? That is a title, anxiety expert, or coach, or author, or even mother, right? Susie is still there. Fast forward on a bit again, and as I said, my physical health took a battering, so I actually had to stop work. Now, the universe was like giving me some mega lessons here. It's like, okay, who are you now, Susie? Then it took away the fact, like, I couldn't walk at points, I couldn't drive, I was stuck with myself. And that is where my group program has come from, this journey from, like, being at like the top of my game, I guess, everything going so well, to like literally rock bottoming again, and just feeling like, you know what, I don't have a purpose. And I'm gonna get emotional, but like, I didn't want to be here, and I don't want anyone to experience that. Like, I really don't want anyone to experience that. And this is why I think that story has touched so many people that have reached out to me in the DMs. They were like, I really needed to hear this, that I am needed, I am unique, despite the titles, right? So, you know, meditation, this is why I love meditation so much, it's that journey to self. So I'm going to share more on this in the coming weeks, and really, really dive into this more, because your purpose is not defined. Oh, thanks, Ainsley, you're making me cry more. Your purpose is not defined by an identity or a role. You, whoever watches this back and needs to hear this today, are worth so much more than that. And by connecting with what truly lights us up, by connecting with the things that bring us joy, by recognizing there's so much more to you than as a person than that. And that is what I am back here to share. I want to support people. Yes, I want to support people with anxiety and depression, but I don't want them just to overcome anxiety and depression anymore. I want people to live a life that is so purposeful and so meaningful. And that is what I discovered when the carpet was ripped from underneath me, and suddenly I was like, who even am I? Kimmy saying, I always think the titles we have are hats that we wear, and we need to regularly take them off and sit with ourselves. Love you so much, beautiful. Love you too. And you're doing incredible, sharing your magic and wisdom in the world as well, Kimmy. And you know, yeah, that's such a great analogy, that, you know, taking off the hats, because I think that can feel so overwhelming, right? When we're trying to wear all the different hats, and then we get lost. And I see this over and over again. And when I first started coaching, I don't even know how many years ago that was, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, that was kind of my focus, was really helping people find that. Battery's going to run out. You know, really supporting people and to find their, like, who they are at a core level, because I myself had lost my identity over the years so many times, and each time led to like a real big breakdown, and I just don't want that for people. So yeah, I just wanted to come and share with you today, having had so many messages in my inbox about my story yesterday, and hopefully that helps someone. And I will attempt to share more and educate on this and teach and share my learnings on this subject, because yeah, we are so much more than that. And I want you all to know that you're all incredible, you're all unique, and you're all so needed. So sending you so much love from my heart to yours this Friday, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Bye.